Nothing is better than the hunt. Am I right? Today I've got a real treat because I am sharing 10 insanely incredible secrets to finding the hidden gems at TJMAXX. Wait till you see some of these finds today. Let's dive in. When you walk into a TJMAXX store, there's a lot of places you can go. This is why some people hate these stores. Like my husband, he hates this store. He can't handle a store like this because it's like, where the F do I go? But you and I, we're going to make it really simple today. Secret number one is purple signs. Purple equals premium. Purple is the priority. Start with the purple signs. And if there's a purple runway sign with a clearance sign attached, that is the jackpot. So when you walk into your store, no matter where you live, where your stores are, I want you to remember that she is your best friend. Your purple signs are the runway collection. We're talking every section from the bag section, the shoe section, of course, the clothing section. Every runway item is labeled for the most part in purple. Purple tags, purple signs, purple for life, baby. Okay, so you just start there. Number two, when I am shopping bags, one of the places I like to go is actually to Luggage. So follow me here. When you go to Luggage, I like to look at either the men's luggage, like the men's carry-on, or sometimes they'll put the women's carry-on by the Luggage. And this is where we will find some incredible bigger bags that might be leather. They could be higher end designer, but even the faux leather bigger bags, they just have so much style. And that's really all that matters, right? I think a good big bag is hard to come by, especially one that's affordable. And TJMAXX has come out with a lot of cool, bigger carry-on bags or weekender bags that I think you can save a ton of money on. Quiz time. Do you know where your shawl section at TJMAXX resides? Do you even know where it is? It's sort of like in the land of miscellaneous is what I like to say. We've got readers here, hair dryers, socks, wallets, a trench coat, anyone? But when you find the shawls, this is always a place where I am surprised because like even today, we've got 100% fine merino wool. We've got layerable sweaters to put under your blazers. We've got made in Italy, always a bonus. It's a gold mine in this section, especially at this time of year. And even filming today, when I left, I saw women who were watching me film go check it out. And I was very proud of them because there are some really good gems in this rack. Just even like this black and white shawl, this would be so great with a pair of faux leather leggings, heels, or boots for a Christmas party. And if you didn't know where your shawl section was, you wouldn't be able to find it. So check it out. It's always the worst feeling at TJMAXX, right? Where you find something you really want, but it's not in your size. I really have my TJMAXX app open when I'm shopping. There was a time where you could not search anything on TJMAXX, but now it's gotten better and more brands are releasing permission to be searched. But I don't just search TJMAXX, I also search Marshalls. It's the same company, many of you know that. But I also will search just third party. I often find TJMAXX is the best priced, so always start there. But I am on Google. And I'm even reverse searching on Google if you take a picture and you reverse image search, which by the way, if that doesn't make any sense to you, let me know below because I'll make a video for you on how I do that in store. I will search on Google and I will source it from Poshmark, from eBay, from a third party retailer. There's lots of options here. This is the hidden secret, the holy grail. She's the way. If you're up front and that piece isn't giving your size, go to the long racks behind it. So for example, if you find, say, a runway theory blazer at the front of the store and it's not in your size, you would want to go to the long rack of or the runway section, but I would also want you to go to the contemporary long racks. I would also want you to go to the coats. You could even go over to the juniors. There's a lot of places that you can look that people will misplace the piece or the associates might put it in the wrong category by accident. And it's a gold mine. It really is a gold mine. This works for me so many times. You can even see today, so many pieces were put back in the long racks instead of in their front display racks, which gives us more opportunity to find more of our sizes. Another tip for the long racks is surprise clearance. So when you walk into a store, don't assume that the clearance rack is the only clearance in the store. If you have time to look through the long racks, you will discover that there's a lot of clearance pieces sitting there hidden. And a lot of times these clearance pieces are sometimes with purple tags. So another example when it comes to sizing is this Theory leather blazer. Whoa. This blazer, 100% leather. This is a very expensive blazer. It's on clearance because it got the wrong hanger and it's giving the wrong size. So nobody is looking at it because if the right size is looking at it, they're not able to fit in it and they just put it back. I am dying here. I wish this was in my size, but this is a really good deal. And when things are missized, or if it's put in the wrong size, it's going to take that piece 10 times longer to find its home. You know what I mean? So just bet on this. When you walk in the store, I want you to bet on the pieces that are miscategorized and missized, because this is really where the hunt gets good. Okay, at this point, you might be asking, what if my store doesn't have the runway section, Melissa? There's no purple. I've never seen purple in my store. What are you talking about? I would say the long racks are where you go. You might think this is a simplified answer, but here's why I say that. Because when you look at some of these smaller stores, there was a video I made a couple years ago. It was Coeur d'Alene, okay? Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. That is a small store, but damn, it was a good store because I knew how to find the more expensive pieces in that store. They don't have any runway there, but what they do have is the ability to accept returns. And TJMAXX online has a ton of beautiful designer deals that people are purchasing and taking to their store and returning. So when things get returned, they put it back in the long racks. And it will have a tag that looks exactly like this, okay? So bear with me here because when you're looking through the long racks, if you see this kind of tag, it means it's an online return. And I always look at the brand before I skip a piece like this because I know 9 times out of 10, it could be a brand that is a little harder to find, a little more unique, or potentially a really good deal, okay? So if you do not have runway in your store, I would question that statement and I would say, go to your long racks because you might. And when runway is repriced from online to a store, it won't have a purple tag, unfortunately, okay? It's just gonna have this return tag. So you have to be aware of this return tag and look at the brand because you might be surprised. This is where you can find really good deals. All right, next tip. I want you to scope out higher priced pieces in your store and check back on the nearest red tag sale. Some pieces are coming in and they are expensive, and especially runway online. There are some pieces that will never sell at that price point. This is a great example. Look at this brand, Kate. So in a store like mine, brands are going to come in and they are going to be expensive. By the way, I'm shopping in Encinitas, California. This is in San Diego. By the way, I have no clue if this is how we say that name, but I'm just going to call it Kate because it seems like it's the way it should be pronounced. This is a really good brand. I have never heard of this brand, but I saw enough pieces today to tell you it is high end, it is high quality, and we all should own a Kate piece because it just feels really good. This is not going to sell. I'm sorry. We don't have the knowledge of this brand enough to even pay this price, much less the price that they charge retail for it. It's just not going to sell. So if you're a stalker like I am, the millisecond TJMAXX puts their stuff on a sale, you will want to run to the store and look for this brand specifically because they're going to mark this at least 50% off with a red tag sale, and I want to be first in line. Or you just go to clearance first the next time that you are in your TJMAXX. So knowing that your TJMAXX is potentially carrying these brands, you would go to clearance, you would look for those brands. I don't know that these pieces are going to sell in my store, but I will tell you, they will be first to sell when they go on red tag, and I want you to be first in line with me. We'll both have our sizes in hand. Next tip, contemporary versus luxury. It's a fine line when it comes to TJMAXX with what gets put where, but I find that I get the best deals when this blurred line gets really confused, okay? And this is what I mean, like higher quality brands like Free People and others are way better priced than I would say the luxury brands get priced with Runway initially. I love the contemporary section. It really is the middleman to get the best deal. The price point on this Free People sweater, this sweater was just in stores like a minute ago. Contemporary is the place to go, but sometimes, occasionally, and it has happened to me more than once, luxury runway pieces are miscategorized into contemporary, making them a steal. I think the best deal I ever got was a pair of leather pants for $39.99 because they accidentally categorized it in contemporary, and I was there for it. So I want you to be there for it too. Look through contemporary. Sometimes you can find incredible brands, and the price point is just insane. Now, I have been eyeing these two-piece sets for a while at TJMAXX. They're mainly in the athletic wear section. They're coming in as dupes for Varley, a little bit of Vuori. They're very soft, and they're really nice. I want you to pay attention to these two-piece sets because I think they're really good deals, but the way you will find them is through the plastic hanger. Okay, so that's the biggest difference is you'll see the normal TJMAXX hangers. The two-piece sets that I want you to eye in on for the best quality and deal have this plastic hanger. And I think it's worth checking out. These will sell out fast, and it's best to just know what you're looking for, especially in the athletic wear section. I love shopping with you, but I know you all love shopping with each other too. So let's comment below. And of course, in my newsletter this week, I am going to be going even deeper on some tips and some of the best pieces to find at TJMAXX right now. So make sure you join my newsletter, and I will see you next time. Runway is act like runway, being like luxury luxury runway compatible. Luxury runway pieces are miscategorized into contemporary, making them a steal.